Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this week's video will be a little bit more on an educational base as we'll be covering about the topic PMS. Basically PMS is premenstrual syndrome. So we'll be covering everything about it, like why does this happen, what hormones are involved in it, and how can one reduce all the PMS symptoms, etc. Everything. So this video will be a little bit short and crisp and not that much lengthy. If you want me to cover more on this topic, then you can definitely drop down in comment section. I'll be happy to form such more videos. So let's start. Firstly, what is PMS? PMS is basically premenstrual syndrome. It happens 2 weeks prior to your periods and dates, and it comes with some symptoms like irritation, bloating, sudden rapid weight gain of 1 kg or 2 kg. And I think every female must have faced this issue of random weight gain and cravings, irritability, mood swings, tenderness in the breast area, and pain in certain lower stomach, etc. One major symptom that is usually ignored by every person is anxiety and depression. So usually during PMS, if it's very severe, it can even lead to anxiety and depression. If you're someone who is having very severe PMS symptoms, you need to talk it out with people who can listen to you and who can support you throughout the process. So now let's come to the topic, like why does this happen? Like why does you feel very bloated 2 weeks prior to your date or 1 week prior to your date? Why do you get that random mood swings or random cravings? So basically we'll start with two hormones in it, and we'll cover it like a very normal level and a very basic level. Estrogen and progesterone and estrogen, along with other hormones such as your LH and your FSH, basically regulate your menstrual cycle. So I'm trying to keep this video very short and crisp and not go into that much length for the first time. So I'll just attach all the functions of estrogen and progesterone in the next slide so that you can screenshot the same. So before going, like why do you get bloated or why do you feel like a lot of mood swings or cravings, you need to understand three phases in your menstrual cycle. First is your follicular phase, second is your ovulatory phase, and third is your luteal phase. So basically follicular phase marks the starting of your cycle, and at that point your progesterone and estrogen are both at a lower level. After that comes the ovulatory phase. So ovulatory phase is basically the 14th day of your cycle, the mid time of the cycle, at a point where your estrogen levels are at a peak, which causes an egg to release from your ovary. So third phase is basically your luteal phase. So luteal phase is the one which is like where you get most irritation, crankiness, or your bloating part, because it's 2 weeks prior to your actual date, 1.5 to 2 weeks prior to your actual date. And this at follicular phase, your progesterone and estrogen are both on a higher level. Now you've got a normal idea about the basics, how menstrual cycle works. Let's come back to part where, like, why do you get all bloated or why do you get that sudden random weight gain during your 1.5 to 2 weeks prior to your date? So when your progesterone level rises, it is seen that your aldosterone level also rises, which causes water retention into your body. That is the one reason you feel very bloated, and that is the another reason you get like a random jump of 1 kg or 1.5 kg on your weight scale. So the second part, like the second symptom which usually all females face, is the cravings part. Like we get all those craving of sweets or salty or anything, like if you feel like you can binge on everything. So it usually happens because in the luteal phase, when your progesterone level increases, it is also seen that your body start expending more heat. So in simple terms, your energy expenditure or your BMR increases by 100 to 300 kilocalorie in that certain time period. That's why most diet breaks or refeeds should be planned during your PMS symptoms, because your body your BMR rate increases by 100 to 300 kilocalories at that point of time. That's why you face major sweet cravings, or you face like you can eat or demolish a whole box of chocolates or pizza. The third reason why you get all those major sweet craving is because your magnesium level in the body also drops. When the magnesium level in the body drops, your sweet cravings kind of increases. So that is the third reason you get that major sweet cravings of chocolates or anything that you want to consume. So this is all the basics, like why do you get all the weight gain, a random weight gain on the scale, or why you get bloated, why you get irritated or cranky. So this is the major reason why your major symptoms of PMS occurs. Now the next topic that comes is how can one solve this, or how can one reduce the PMS symptom. So in order to start with basics, first exercise. You need to move your body, right? You need to exercise. You need to give at least 30 minutes to 1 hour for 1 hour to yourself. It can be anything that you like to do. It can be weight training, it can be cardio, it can be cycling, etc. Any activity that you like to do. So definitely add 1 hour of activity because it helps in reducing the bloating part a lot. Second thing is basically have lots and lots of water. You need to keep yourself hydrated in order to reduce the bloating part. So have lots and lots of water. Third, avoid caffeine, alcohol drinks. You need try to avoid all the caffeine and alcoholic drinks. Third tip that I'll add is there are many traditional roots, or you can say techniques by which you can reduce, or herbs, basically herbs by which you can reduce your PMS bloating, like ginger being one. Ginger is being used for removing bloating or acidity issues. Other is being Zeera and Ajwain. You can add Zeera and Ajwain. So they'll not lead to weight loss, but they'll help in removing all the acidity and bloating issues definitely. All like these are small tricks basically which you can add to in order to reduce the bloating part. Fourth, so if you feel like very heavy, what you can do is try to add some probiotics into your routine. You can have basic curd rice, you can have natural probiotics in your diet like curd rice, idli and dhokla, etc., which is very light and on your stomach and does not cause that much of the bloating. Fifth, you can even add a banana into your routine. It helps in reducing the sugar cravings. Other than that, few swaps that you can do is if you're craving for a lot of chocolates, you can even have like dates into your routine, or you can have black raisins, or you can have natural sugar, which is fruits. So all these food products that you can add as an option if you do not want to consume chocolates or anything. Last but not the least, it's okay to get all these cravings, and it's very normal. So do not restrict yourself. If you're feeling it's like you cannot control a certain craving of a food product, it's okay, you can consume that, but do not get into this guilt trip ki oh my god, I consumed a whole bar of chocolate, now what to do. It's okay, you consumed a whole bar of chocolate, get back to your routine tomorrow, but do not get into this guilt trip. It's okay to take break, and it's okay to enjoy like small refeeds in between. I hope you like the video, so please do subscribe and like. And if you want more educational content, you can definitely drop down in comment section, or you can DM me on my Instagram, and I'll definitely try to make more videos like this. Thank you.